this is something that really gets me, and this is more honestly for artists in general, and not necessarily just me, because I am lucky enough to have a day job that pays very, very well, and a day job where I can work from home and also produce content at the same time. But people get upset when artists, when content creators do things like Patreon, like OnlyFans, because fans ask for extra content, they ask for extra access to the creator. You know, like I said, meet and greets. They want to see pictures of your life. They want to see pictures of your dog. They want to see pictures of your husband. They want this. They want that. And people don't realize that, you know, I know that it just looks like you're just viewing me from your screen or whatever, but this shit takes work. When I do a skit, a 1 minute long skit, that can take me about an hour to do, to frame each frame, to keep on taking things on and off, to reshoot if I don't like it. Maybe I make it look easy, but it is not fucking easy. And so when fans ask for extra things, I'm more than welcome to provide that. But also, like I said, I have to make a living. In general, artists have to make a living. Being an artist, being a creator, that is a skill. That is a marketable skill. And if an artist is to make a living off of being an artist one day, which is something that I would like to do, eventually people are going to have to start paying artists. I am still doing pretty much everything that I used to do as far as free content is concerned. Still putting out YouTube videos, still doing TikToks every single week, and still putting that out on Instagram, still doing all of that. Nothing has changed except that people ask for extra stuff. And so as people ask for extra stuff, like I said, if you want to ask for that, then please be willing to support your artists. Please be willing to support your content creators. Not all of us are Charlie D'Amelio making millions or whatever off of TikTok, off of YouTube or whatever. Like, not all of us are that. Like, if I was Charlie D'Amelio, then I wouldn't fucking need a Patreon. I wouldn't fucking need an OnlyFans, you know? Or the OnlyFans would be free or whatever. I don't even know if that's even an option. But people in general, people love to consume art. They love to consume music. They love to watch performers. But at some point, a lot of them get mad when they're asked to pay for it. I can't tell you how many times I've booked a gig in my younger days where I wasn't paid, but the exposure or the promotion was paid. That was considered my payment, or a free meal. I'm like, baby back ribs don't pay my bills. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, a meal doesn't pay my bills. Exposure doesn't pay my bills. Now, like I said, I don't have to worry about that right now because my day job sustains me. But if I'm going to be a full-time performer one day, if I'm going to be a full-time artist one day, especially as people ask for extra content and extra stuff, yes, eventually I'm going to have to start charging for things. I charge brands, way more than I even put for my OnlyFans and Patreon. That's why there's different levels. That's why there's $1. That's why there's $5. That's why there's $10. That's why OnlyFans is only $7, which is like, the price of one fast food meal. Like, stop acting entitled to whatever you want from artists and content creators. We are professionals. This is a profession. It is a skill that should be paid because not everybody can do it. Like I said, everything that I've been doing for free before, I'm still fucking doing. I'm still doing TikTok, still doing YouTube, still putting videos out on Instagram. But for the extra stuff, in order for me to expand, that is not free. In order for me to expand as an artist, that is not free. And just like I said, to the artist, for the artist community in general, you guys need to start respecting artists, and you need to start paying them what they're worth, and you need to start realizing that this is a marketable skill, that it is a real profession, and even though it's still frowned upon as far as a way of, you know, sustaining oneself, it is something that should be respected. And so don't ask a musician, a singer, an artist, an actor. I highly suggest that you don't ask them to do work for you if you are not prepared to pay them. Don't. Just don't. It's disrespectful, and you are asking them to provide time and energy. And most artists have a day job they have to have a day job to sustain them, because artists are not paid enough. And so if you're coming to an artist, asking them to provide something for you, be willing, be ready to pay them, whatever it is. Whether they're a DJ, whether it's a band, whether it's a singer, whether you need an actor on set for something, be ready to pay them. Okay? That is just what it is. Like I said before, I said a third fucking time, I'm still doing everything that I've done in the past for free. Everything. But for extra content, it takes extra time. Extra content takes extra time. And I need a way to sustain myself as well. And if I'm ever going to get to that point, then yes, I do have to start making money from content creation. If you don't like it, well, that is literally the way it is. And I hope that you also support your other content creators and your other, smaller time creators that are not making Charlie D'Amelio money. So that maybe one day they can get, maybe not to Charlie's level, but to a point where they can do it full time. And sometimes that takes support from the fans. So you can not like it, and you can just not, you can totally not do that. You don't have to pay for extra stuff. You don't have to. But if you want the extra stuff, then please be willing to support the content creators and artists that you admire and love to consume material from. That is all. Pretty mild rant, but I think it needed to be said.